That's me, Duane Whitlow, part-time historian and amateur video maker. I've always found the stories of Billy the Kid fascinating, read just about every book on the lad, and have visited every site of the Lincoln County War. All of Billy's exploits are interesting, but his escape from the old Lincoln County Courthouse about noon on April 28, 1881, still raises more questions than answers, even to this day. I tell you what, I'll walk you through that event, presenting the facts that historians tend to agree. Then you can form your own opinion as to what really happened on that fateful day, a day when 2 law enforcement officers lost their lives in this dusty Lincoln street, and Billy the Kid became a legend. 114 years ago, Billy the Kid was in jail. He was being held under 24-hour guard right up there on the top floor of the old Lincoln County Courthouse. He was scheduled to hang on May 13th for the murder of Lincoln County Sheriff William Brady. U.S. Deputy Marshal J.W. Bell was alone with Billy, while another deputy, Robert Olinger, was guarding other prisoners eating lunch across the street at the Wortley Hotel. Their boss, Sheriff Pat Garrett. It was at this moment the Kid made his play. He told Bell he had to go to the outhouse. Doing his duty like always, Deputy Bell escorted Billy, handcuffed and ankles shackled, to a public outhouse located just a few yards behind the courthouse. The trip had become a daily routine for both men, one in which they were very familiar. Only today would be different, very different. Fact was, Deputy Bell had only minutes to live. Which brings us to the first question. Historians still debate just exactly how Billy got a hold of the pistol to make his escape. Most believe that someone passed a note to the Kid earlier in his cell, saying that a loaded pistol had been left for him under a newspaper in the privy. This particular theory is certainly a likely scenario, especially given the fact that Billy was never alone. That is, except for the few minutes he spent each day inside the outhouse. Bell escorted Billy back to the courthouse like always. Once inside, they climbed the stairs as usual, Billy leading the way. Everything was normal until the Kid reached the top landing. Once there, he quickly whipped out a pistol from beneath his shirt, wheeled around rapidly, and fired. That's one theory. Another suggests that Billy somehow slipped a hand free from his cuff while climbing the stairs. Then, using the loose cuff as a weapon, disabled Bell, relieved him of his pistol, and shot him. Take your pick of theories, but this we do know. Bell, now mortally wounded, tumbled back down the stairs and came to rest on the landing where he died. Which brings up another question. Did Billy warn Bell before he fired, or just shoot the deputy in cold blood? Most historians believe that the Kid did in fact warn the officer not to run, but that Bell probably panicked. Citizens of Lincoln at the time generally supported this theory. Most said that Billy and Deputy Bell seemed to get along pretty well. It was Olinger, they say, the Kid hated. And speaking of Olinger, like I said before, he was just across the street in the Wortley Hotel. He couldn't help hearing the pistol shot that killed his partner. Fearing the worst, Olinger shouted for others to watch his prisoners, sprinted through the door, and raced out into the street. At that same moment, Billy himself was running as fast as he could through the sheriff's office. Knowing Olinger would be coming after him, he grabbed a loaded shotgun on the run and made a beeline for the window overlooking the street. Billy opened the window just seconds before Olinger reached the porch. That's as far as the deputy got. The kid shouted Olinger's name from the upstairs window, causing the officer to pause and look up. It was all over then. Billy unloaded both barrels. You've probably heard that Billy the Kid was popular with the citizens of Lincoln County. Well, it must have been true, because after he shot the two deputies downtown in broad daylight, he stayed around town for at least an hour, and during that time, he got at least one leg shackle off with the help of others, and then borrowed a pony from a standbyer to make good his escape. Billy didn't live but just a few more months after his escape from Lincoln. Garrett tracked him down and killed him at Pete Maxwell's ranch house at Fort Sumter, just north of here. The killing of Billy the Kid, well, that's a complete story within itself. One hopefully I'll be able to tell you about next time. I hope that you've enjoyed getting to know a little bit about Lincoln County. Until the next time, take care.